This is going to be a real quick one right here. I'm going to zoom in on my connections here on my little board in this Hygain controller. Oh, here we go. I got a pointer. Okay, you can see that. Oh, here we go. All the components are on the top end of the tab, this junction tab. Now there's no wire that go below that, so that's okay. But over here, you'll see we've got the 180 ohm resistor, I believe, and then there's the Zener. Now, if I can get down there low enough and focus, come on, focus. You can see that the wire goes through the bottom of the tab. That way, whenever you're changing these components, you're not having to unsolder the wire. And you can see it right here on the front one. So you can see that the wire's going through the bottom of the tab, so the components can go on the top, and you unsolder the components so you're not messing around with the wires. So there's two go into there, and then there's, boy, this is harder than you think. Let me get that wire out of the way. You can see that there's one wire come in here. The red wire goes in there, and the yellow wire kind of, no, I guess it's a blue wire. Yeah, you can see the other wires. They run in the bottom of those tabs. And this is kind of like my pattern here. Oh, I'm going to have to zoom out. Here's what I'm talking about. You can see that all the components and all the wires go in the top. And you can see that there's, well, I'm not very, well, and you can see that there's an opening right down there. The bottom end of that tab is where I'm sticking the wires. So you stick them through the bottom, just like that. And then you solder the wires on there, because you're not going to be changing the wires out that much. You're going to be changing the components. And you can see that top one right there. It had like 2 wires soldered onto it, and it was just a cluster. But you solder the wires through the opening of the tab in the material, and that'll be just as good as going on the top. And then here you can see the other side of it. Anyway, Ron, this is your controller. I sent a rotor controller down to 252 Ron, the old bullshitter, and he was having problems. I sent it out on Saturday. He swapped out the control box, put mine in, and sent this one back, and I got it today. So that's 6 days. 6 days from Hudson, Colorado to Quitman, Texas, and back. That's a pretty quick turnaround there. I do something about that light, but anyway, that's it. You can see its curl over there. I've got it calibrated. I replaced everything on that board. New capacitor, Zener, a diode, and the resistor. Anyway, we won't go too far. But anyway, Ron, here's your repair on the one that you sent me, so I can put this one back on my shelf and you can enjoy the other one. Oh, by the way, did you notice it had an LED light in the one I mailed you? Anyway, 73s, everybody. Scott's Rotor Repair, Hudson, Colorado. 303-507-2754. Thank you.